What's most astonishing about this story is that you are a full-time employee of the fire service in Victoria. How long have you been there, Trevor?
33 years, Tom, and thank you very much for those kind words. Very embarrassing and very humbling. Thank you.
What's incredible is that you nearly wrote $800,000 in GCI working as a fireman. How many hours a week do you allocate to that role?
As a firefighter?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 48-hour week, but we have an 8-day week. So 2 10-hour day shifts, followed by 2 14-hour night shifts, and then 4 days off.
48-hour week, and sold over 50 properties. How many properties did you sell in the last 12 months?
Rolling 12 months is 55, but for the financial year was 48 with another 4 listed.
And by the way, everyone, he's in Victoria, the stage 4 people, the no listing presentation, no buyer appointments. And he's lived with that for most of the last few months. I mean, really, Trevor, you've only had 2 weeks where you came out of stage 4 and then you went back into it. It's been like this pretty much since March. Trevor, what have you learned from being a firefighter that has helped you in real estate?
Probably perspective is the number one thing.
Right.
Empathy. So perspective, you know, when you're having a bad day at the office, someone might say to me, oh, it was a shit day, this happened. And I said, well, you're still alive and your house didn't burn down and most likely one of your kids isn't seriously ill. So it's not as bad. There's always someone worse off. And I'd hate to meet that person one day that doesn't have anyone worse off because he's having a really bad day. We quite often see people at their lowest point in their life. So that's where the empathy comes in. And of course, in selling real estate, it's a huge decision for them, whether they're selling through, you know, death, divorce, upsize, downsize, biggest thing in their life. And even in the fire service, we might go to, say, a range wood fire above an oven. And it's like, oh yeah, we put it out, we check, we put it out, get their details, and we leave and we're gone in an hour. To the guys, it's nothing. But I always say to my crew, to that homeowner, it could be the biggest thing that's ever happened to them in their life. So where it's normal for us, to them, it's a major catastrophe. Now, that's the same in a listing presentation where us as agents, we might go in and think, oh yeah, it's just another sale. Yeah, we do this, we do that, we sell it and move on. But to that person, it's a huge emotional journey for them.
Do you hide to vendors that you're a fireman?
I don't promote it because I think it would be a bit unfair. I think it would be like shooting fish in a barrel if I went in and said, hey, I'm a firefighter, the most trusted profession. You should get me to sell your house. I don't mention it. But my competitors, I don't know of any this year, but they throw the hand grenade in, oh, how will he sell your house? He's a fireman and this is only a hobby for him. So the first time a vendor said that to me, it really threw me. But now I just give them the straight, honest answer of why they should use me. And I'm here to focus on what I can offer you, not what the others can't. And if they push the point, I say, well, if that's all they've got to offer you, that I'm a firefighter, they don't really have much.
Nervousness going to fires, nervousness going to a listing presentation. Do you have that?
Well, going to a listing presentation, no one's going to die. So the worst thing that can happen is they say, I don't like you, get out. Well, there's a lot of people doing it a lot harder than that. It's a challenge from going from one job and working all night in this uniform and everyone loving me to going home, putting on my suit and going into the office and half of the public hates you. And it's like I'm the same person, I'm just in a different uniform.
Wow, I never even thought about that. That's true. Man, they love the firefighters, but they hate the real estate agents. Well, you obviously have been able to shift your mindset and accept that they're not going to be hugging you all the time. So, Trevor, you used to do door knocking. You don't do door knocking now. how do you stay top of mind to your marketplace?
I try and do a little bit of everything. So social media is big, and I've got a great head for radio, so I was always scared of videos. But after watching Lisa Novak and listening to what she said, now I just get videos out, and if they look terrible, I don't care. I've accepted my shortcomings, but a lot of people come to my opens and they say, oh, I saw your video, it was really good. And I always crack the joke, yeah, great head for radio. And they said, no, you come across as very genuine. We really like the video. So yeah, videos I truly believe in. And
what kind of videos do you use a videographer, or you do your own videos?
If it's an edited video of the house, it's a proper video. But I'll do videos on my phone where it's just a quick, I have a little series called Live, Raw and Unedited, where I just go live on Facebook. Might be a couple of minutes on the home, or I love doing it for small business in my patch in the area, just to support them. So it's not, hey, do you want to sell my house and buy a house, and by the way, here's a coffee shop. It's promoting the coffee shop, and then hopefully it gets them business, and then obviously people see my name and I just say, you know, it's Trevor Bowen from Buxton. That's the only promotion I do on myself on it. So it's getting that out there. They like it. My local coffee shop, he only opened up about 4 months ago, and he had 12 Instagram followers. So I did a little video for him, and within 2 days he had about 240.
I think a good real estate person that does a second role in life seems to use their time more effectively. They don't have the luxury of screwing time up. So when they're at work, they work. When they've got a spare moment, they actually, you know, multitask. They'll drive and talk on the phone, right? They'll have their phone calls, or they'll do their training while they're going for a walk. So what they'll do is they'll just maximize what they get out of the day. And I think that's what I'm getting out of this conversation. And what helps it is that you've made passion your paycheck in 2 jobs, one with the fire service and one in the real estate industry in Victoria.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, I do feel very, very privileged. You asked before about listings. Obviously, yourself and the gym has taught me so much. So if you're not a gym member, for a cup of coffee a day, join. Actually, I think it's a cup of coffee a week. I don't know. It's not much. And I'd say most agents listening have spent that much in a lunch one day. So get into the gym.
Trevor, I'm really curious, if you're working an average of a 48-hour week, like, I mean, there are real estate people watching this. There are people out in the industry that are doing no other job, and they're struggling to actually do 20 sales, 10 sales. I'm curious, how do you manage your time? How do you actually get yourself organized? What does your week look like? When do you call people?
It's given you a test drive of Real Estate Gym. Let me tell you, if you're a subscriber and a member of the gym, you'll be getting videos from our co-coaches all the time. You'll be getting mentors, you'll be getting scripts, you'll be getting dialogues, you'll be getting templates, and most importantly, My Prospector, your personal accountability system to make more calls, get more appointments, get more listings. From around $10 per week, realestategym.com.au, your personal coach.